Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm very excited for today's video because Alessia and I are going to be doing some goal setting. So if you're excited for 2021, you want it to be better than last year, you're in the right place. We're going to show you step by step how we set our goals, and just to let you know, it's going to be fun, okay? A lot of people think goal setting is boring, but I really enjoy doing this every year. So hopefully you guys get something out of it. And we're actually going to start with an activity that you guys can do right now. This is just easy going to get you like in the thinking mode.
Warmed up.
Yeah, it's a warm
We're warming you up,
That's
guys.
it.
Get ready. We're about to. So if you're watching this live, you don't really need to grab anything just yet. You can pop all of your answers in the live chat. However, if you're watching this over, go grab a pen and paper right now so you can write your answers into your journal or into a book.
I recommend doing it in a book where you can come back to this like yearly or every 6 months or so. If you do it on blank paper, it usually gets lost. So invest in like a journal or something to keep track over the years.
So for this activity, it's going to give you a good idea about what you're most passionate in life about and what you're least passionate in life about. And this is just going to give you a really nice general direction for the second activity that we're going to be doing. It's a bit intense because it's like you're going to be listing the things you're very passionate about and the things that you absolutely love and like wouldn't give up. And then the things on the opposite end of this scale, which are things like you absolutely hate. And we know hate is a strong word, but you sort of have to sit in that emotion for 1 minute, 30 seconds, which is how long it's going to be. And we're going to pop these onto a piece of paper and it's going to give you a really good navigation of like where you stand, things you want to work towards, things you do like, things you don't like. You guys are going to start with the things that you're passionate about, things that you love. This can be anything, guys. So we'll pop the timer up now. And Taz and I are just basically going to talk about what we wrote whilst you guys are writing yours down. So I wrote what I was passionate about. I listed things like I'm passionate about our socials accounts like TikTok. I'm passionate about my friends. I'm passionate about being happy and feeling aligned. What are some things that you wrote?
I put I'm passionate about laughing, helping people, fresh air,
that's
delicious food, travel, peace, sex.
What did he say?
Like, guys, honestly, you can get as detailed or as general as you like. Some people are going to find the passions one really easy and you're going to be like writing heaps. And other people might find the hate one a little bit easier. But we'll take you through both. But just for this time, just do your passions. You got about 30 seconds to go. Some other things like I'm passionate about Alessia.
Some other things that I am passionate about are like yummy food. I'm passionate about my crystals. I'm passionate about music and laughing, being around friends.
Health.
Yeah, anything that you love, guys. Alrighty, guys, time is up.
Stop writing.
Stop writing about what you love. We're going to pop another 1 minute, 30 second timer up on the clock. And now you're going to start with the things that you hate, the things that you despise in life. Go.
All right. Some of the things I wrote. I hate sexists. I hate people who take advantage of helpless people. I hate racism, animal cruelty. I hate sickness, disease, gossip, negative self-talk. Staying stagnant in life.
That's a good one.
I hate violence. What else?
Some of the things that I wrote include I hate being put down, so by other people or even by myself. I really hate feeling restricted in any shape or form, whether that's physically restricted, whether that's emotionally restricted, or spiritually restricted, any sort of form of restriction I hate. I hate being broke. I hate being told what to do. I hate leaving Dudley and I hate missing Dudley. I hate feeling stressed. like
30
you,
seconds to go.
gossip, violence,
And something we both hate is homophobic people.
yeah.
Or maybe not even people, but just homophobia, like the whole thing. So like you can write, you know, things that get you fired up.
Yeah.
Because you think it's like unjust or cruel or some people will find this really easy. If you don't, that's fine. Just keep trying.
All right, time's up.
You can take a second, have a look at everything you wrote down. You might feel drawn towards certain things on that list. So this is just going to really help you to find out, you know, the things that you're interested in your passions, and then your hates are going to show you some of the things that you want to change in the world or even yourself. So this will help with the next exercise we're going to do. So we're going to jump right into it. What we'll do, we'll put a link in the description so you guys can download this wheel for yourself. But basically this is the wheel of life. It comes blank when you print it. We've just pre-filled ours in. And basically what this wheel has is it's split up into separate categories of your life. And you can kind of rank it where you are at right now based on how you feel. So no one can tell you it's right or it's wrong. You might judge it differently this year than you did last year, but the whole point of it is just to sit down in this moment and reflect on each area of your life.
Alrighty guys, so once you're looking at the wheel, you can then see that it's got a scale. You've got 1 to 10. So for example, if you're filling out career, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you feel about this particular area? 1 feeling you're really not that good. If maybe you're not growing and developing the way that you want to in your career, maybe you don't have a job, or anything of the sort. So 1's like the extreme bottom, and 10 is like you are absolutely peaking. You've had the best time of your life in this particular area on the wheel. So for example, and it will alter and change with every single person because we all value different things. So, you know, I'm someone who is only working, you know, maybe a couple days a week, soon to be, but I'm still like peaking in my career because that's what I want. Whereas someone might peak in their career when they're working full time, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So it's going to be different for everyone, and all their values and stuff like that in each different area are going to be a little bit different. But where do you feel you sit on your own scale of 1 to 10?
That's it. Now I'm going to run you through each section, but if you already understand what each of them mean, feel free to start colouring them in. If you've got an iPad, you can even do it on an iPad. You don't even need to print it. But I like having the physical copies just because I put them all in my journal. Career, it's quite obvious. It's just what you do for your job. If you have a business of your own, you could keep that as the main focus. But for most people, it's just going to be your full-time or part-time or casual job. Finance, this is separate to your career because career is more like what you're doing. Finance is your money and your income and your debt. Personal growth is what you are doing to work on yourself and improve yourself so that you can grow more. It could be things like reading, you know, self-help books, meditating, spending time journaling, going to seminars, things like that. So health is not just physical health, it's also mental health as well. So are you going to the gym? Are you eating properly? Are you taking the time that you need for your mental health? So for the family sector, this is just your relationship with your relatives. So you might want to keep your intimate relationships and your friendships separate because there's categories for that itself. This is more so like mum, dad, brother, sister, grandma, that kind of stuff. In your relationships zone, this is your like dating life. So if you're in a relationship, where do you feel your relationship's at? Do you think like you need to improve some area? Like, are you fighting a lot? Do you have to get to know each other a little bit more? Then for social life, that's your friendships. So are you making time for your friends? Are you going out and doing fun things? So anything social. And then the last one is called attitude. I like to think of this more as like a mindset / mood and general feelings day to day. So just color that in, or you could just draw lines, whatever you feel comfortable. I like to color it because it makes it look a bit nice. And then once you've filled it all in, you'll get to see how it looks. So pretty much once you're finished with that, take some time, you know, after this video to like have a good look at it and just kind of like ponder on what you've put on the paper and why. But the next activity is related. So just, you can flip your page over, and basically in every sector of this chart, I want you to write 3 things that you can do in each sector to improve it. Okay, so for your career, 3 things that you can do to get yourself up to the next level. Now, if you're on a 10, then you might want to write things that you can either maintain to keep it at that good level, or things you're just grateful for. But maybe we'll give a few examples of what we wrote just so you guys can get an idea.
So I'll just share my finance example. So for my finance, I said that I'm sitting at about a 7. I'm quite comfortable. I'm sort of happy where I am, but obviously there's always room for improvement. That's how I feel at the moment. One of the things that I know I can improve on is saving my money. And in order to do that, I've set myself a goal that I need to set up direct debits that come straight out of my account once I am paid, and that way I can start saving more consistently.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So that's like a clear, actionable step. Like if she gets to next time sitting down and doing this, you would clearly know if you've ticked that off or not. For me, my health sector was quite low. So I wanted to set some goals there, and my first one was to go to the gym at least 4 times a week, and then to walk and stretch every day.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's no real excuse to skip a walk, but you can talk yourself out of the gym. So I think 4 times a week is good for me because I don't want to be like an Olympic athlete or anything. I just want to stay fit and healthy. And to be honest, it helps with my mental health more than anything.
Yeah.
And then another thing I wrote was to eat less processed food. So that would mean I need to start meal prepping more often. So that's my health one, but we've done it for every category.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about one that you felt really good in and what you wrote for that?
So one of my good ones was obviously my relationship. And I just wrote down, you know, things are amazing with Taz. We're great at communicating. We're great at listening. And we currently have the same love language, which helps a lot. And that's why we're in a really good space. So I sort of just wanted to put down what we're doing at the moment that's working really well for us, and why I did put it with such a high number.
Yeah. I did relationships pretty high as well. And something that I want to still work on, even though I ranked it highly, I still want to prioritize like going on like more adventures and surprising Alessia with like fun things to do, and then just making time for us away from like social media as well.
Yeah.
So those are going to be my focuses. So even if you're like a 10 all around your chart, you can still always improve, but it's nice to be like grateful and to like give yourself a pat on the back for where you're at right now.
All right, guys, you are doing amazing things. However, what we're going to do is we're going to get the energy back up. So Taz and I are going to do a, what's it called?
We're going to change our state.
Change our state. We learned this at the Tony Robbins event, which you guys saw us do. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our bodies moving for 30 seconds all together, all in one go. Guys, you have to commit because this is going to keep you energized. It's going to keep you focused throughout the rest of the video as well.
Trust us. It works.
It's fun.
Chuck on your favorite song, but we'll put a song on that we can jump around to.
Destination unknown, no, 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 no. I left my job, my boss, my car, and my home. I'm leaving for a destination I still don't know. Somewhere nobody must have beauty at all. And if you like this, you can
work.
Alrighty. So what do we start with?
Alright, this is probably doesn't need to be here yet. We've just got the 2021 calendar with
It's a family calendar.
we purchased a family calendar. We'll come back to this later. But there's a reason we purchased the family calendar, and it's not because we're pregnant. So
I thought you were going to be like hinting something then, and I was like, oh my god, watch the comments. Right now. They'd freak out.
So before we move on to the next one, I want everyone to give themselves a pat on the back for doing this, because not a lot of people actually sit down and do their goals.
I feel like such a teacher.
I know.
Give yourself a pat on the back.
High five someone if you're near. But no, seriously, like, not a lot of people do this, and there's a lot of research on people who actually sit down and write their goals compared to people who just randomly say, oh yeah, I want to do that. I might put a quote up on the screen with the research study, because it's actually insane. It's like 90% or something.
Yeah. Wow.
So leading into our next activity, one of my areas on the wheel was attitude, which got a really high ranking this year. It's something I wanted to do was to be more consistent with my morning routine.
Yeah.
So things like reading and meditating, exercising, things like that. So that's why I actually bought a family calendar, so I can keep track of things like that. And this is an important part of like setting goals. Don't just write it all down today and then like hide this piece of paper away. We want to have this front of mind as much as possible so you can actually work towards them. So I recommend, guys, if you've got, you know, certain goals that are kind of like habits and like exercise things or things you can keep track of, then a calendar like this, or any calendar really, you can just make little tick boxes on them, is an awesome tool. So like this will have like our work schedule, and then also like, for example, it might be like gym, and then if we go to the gym we can highlight it. It might have meditating, it might have journaling,
Yeah.
you know, whatever it is that we've written on here, put it on the calendar, and it could even change week to month to month. But yeah, I like this one. I got it from Kiki K.
And you can buy yourself like little stickers and stuff, and get
Yeah.
the stickers to reward you for going to the gym and all that sort of jazz. Like, I know that's crazy to think that that sounds like it would reward a 23-year-old, but
does.
I love it. It does.
The final task is to put together a small dream board. So you can either go and buy a cork board at like the reject shop,
Yeah.
or something like that. Or you could, if you don't have the room to put that up anywhere, just get an A3 sheet of paper and like stick some things on there and print it out. This is just an example. I haven't actually redone my vision board. This was done a while ago. So after today, now that I've got all like my goals for the year, I'm just going to like Google search like some of the material things I want, stick it on the board, and then like find some quotes that relate to the non-material things, the intangible things.
Yeah. Like she's got money on there.
Yeah, like obviously I want more money, but then I've got a photo of me on there like jumping when I'm on holiday, because for me, when I look at that photo, I see like my health, not only like physically, I felt so good in that moment, and that's something like I want to feel every day, even when I'm not on a holiday. So like that's why I put that photo there. So even if it just has meaning for you, just chuck it on the board, you know, something that's going to get you inspired.
She's got a little photo of me.
Hey, you get me inspired. Love you.
I love you.
But yeah, I'll update you guys once I redo the board, but for now that's just an example for you guys.
Alrighty guys, we're going to finish it up now. However, Taz and I do have homework for you, as all teachers do. So what we want you to do is to grab 3 intentions, regardless of where you placed them, that you've written on the back of your wheel or in your journal. And if you are in the Facebook page, we're going to create a thread or a post in which you can pop in 3 of your yearly intentions that you had written down.
If you're not in the Facebook group, then just put it in the YouTube comments because we can chat about it in there and people can get to see what you're working towards. Plus, another reason why we want you to put it out into the world is so that we can hold you accountable and your friends can hold you accountable. It's easy to write things on a piece of paper, but as soon as you tell people, then you have to take action.
Yeah.
So put that in the group right now or in the comments.
Perfect.
That's
We
it,
can't
guys.
wait to see what you guys come up with.
I know, I think it's going to be a good year.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm excited. Hee hee. Thanks, guys. Maybe we'll do another one next year and we'll add another activity. But let us know what you think. If you have your own goal setting routine, activities, also let us know because I'd love to hear what you guys do.
Perfect.
Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on TikTok and we'll put all of our socials in the description below.
Perfect. Mwah.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.